Merry Christmas Eve, everybody! Here is another review brought to you from my room because it's midnight. Yeah, so I just finished reading Born of Illusion by Terry Brown. Yep, Terry Brown, literally 17 seconds ago. And I think I'm gonna give it 4 out of 5 stars. I quite enjoyed this story. It is about a girl named Anna who is an illusionist, and her mother is also an illusionist, and they both do a magic show together 3 or 4 times a week or something, and they also do seances, but the seances are completely fake. And they're not actually contacting the dead or anything like that, and it's all trickery, and Anna doesn't like doing it because they're illegal and because she feels bad that they're making people think they're contacting their loved ones and they're actually not. Anna actually can contact the dead, even though she doesn't tell anyone that she can because she doesn't think it's a good thing. And she also apparently is Harry Houdini's daughter, but she doesn't know for sure. And basically the story mostly starts off with her having a vision about something terrible happening, and most of the story is her trying to figure out if that vision is going to come true or what she can do to stop it. And it takes place in New York in the 1920s. There isn't really much else I can say. There's kind of a lot to the story, but in order to explain certain parts I have to give away other things, so that's all I can tell you, but it was pretty good. The only thing really that I didn't like about it was certain things would happen and I would think it would be going in a certain direction, but then it wouldn't. Like, a sentence would end a chapter and I'd be like, it's gonna go down! And then nothing would go down, and it would just completely go on to something completely different. It wouldn't even talk about that thing that the chapter just ended on. And I was like, oh, okay then. Also, there wasn't as much magic in it as I thought there was going to be. Which, that's not what makes the story bad or anything, but whenever you're expecting one thing and you get something else, it can disappoint you a little bit. So I definitely thought it was going to be more magical than it was, but it wasn't. There wasn't that much magical or mystical things to it at all. There wasn't even a lot to do with the show or illusions that they do. A lot of it was about her and 2 guys and not knowing which one she liked. Pretty typical. And the thing that really bugged me about it was she said my breath catches like a million times in it. Like, come up with something else, please. But other than that, it was good, and the magical aspect when it did get touched on and did get talked about was pretty interesting, and wondering if her visions were going to come true, and that was good. I liked the setting, and I liked the slight romance between one of the guys. Like, it didn't really move quickly or anything. Like, not much happened out of it, which was a little bit refreshing. Like, she had a crush on this guy, but she didn't want to admit that she did, and they were pretty distant most of the time, but then sometimes they would be together and it would be wonderful and her breath would catch. And I liked that about it, that she wasn't sure about him, but she knew that she liked him, but she didn't know why, but she didn't do anything about it. And then there's like more to it too, like, I feel like there's more to the story that I can't really tell you because it's confusing without explaining everything about what happens in the story. But it was pretty good. I did very much enjoy it, and I feel like the story wrapped up really well and everything, like, closed off pretty much, but I feel like there could be a sequel if she wanted there to be. It wasn't like, oh, there's going to be another one, but she could easily make another story out of it if she had to, and if there was, I would read it. It was good. I enjoyed it for sure. Yeah, 4 stars, Born of Illusion by Terry Brown. Woo! Merry Christmas, everybody!